do exactly 12:58, St. Louis, Missouri. How you doing? It's the hamster. Middle of the day, Wednesday. Well, let's see if we can find a beer. I bet we can. Oh my God. So we looked at this video last night, didn't we? Tomi Lahren was eviscerated by Andrew, not Andrew Tate, it's Andrew Wilson. And Pearly things, of course. A lot of people are doing videos on this, and I thought we'd just go to that. Well, one more again. What is that? What is Hammerhand say? One more again. Let's do it one more time. All right. Absolute destruction of this freaking feminist grifter here, who decided to say, I'm for lower taxes and homeschooling, and I don't like the Department of Education. She is not a conservative, not even in the smallest sense of the word. Now, I voted for Trump because, probably, maybe she didn't. Go ahead.
A lot of impressionable young men start to think and view women. And for all that Andrew Tate can say that it's positive about getting fit and being successful and confident and so on,
nothing wrong with that so far.
Indisputably.
Excuse me, let me pull out my English accent. Although I do like the girls with the English accents. Yes, Piers.
A hardcore streak of misogyny.
Misogyny. Oh, where's my guitar? I think I have one right here handy. Misogyny. It's not the hatred of women. They think any criticism of the girls is misogyny. Yeah! Misogyny. It's not what you think it is. We don't hate women. Piers. Yes, a guitar break. I feel like a Bollywood movie. Oh my God.
Run through his veins.
Yes.
Which I think has been quite damaging to young men. So I'm not all in either way here, but I can certainly see the arguments. Where do you sit?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that so I watched the show, and it just goes through a typical feminine view, right? So all of these things are always through the prism of the feminine. So young boys, they don't do well.
Yeah. As we discussed last night, the only thing that matters to modern women like Tomi Lahren is, what can men do for me better? Because I'm not happy, and men need to do something better for me. Yep. And there you go.
Cool. They don't do well in school because it's all programmed for the feminine.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't one solution possibly be? I know this is a crazy idea. It's crazy. I'm crazy. You smell the zinc encrusted road. No, Riggs, you're smelling. This here's Father Saunders. I got a zinc encrusted corn cob on my. Wouldn't it make sense at some point to just say, you know what? Boys and girls are different enough where we put them in separate environments, different schools. So men and women, boys and girls can be brought up differently until they're, 10, when they can start mingling together. Wouldn't that make sense? No. Why is that, hamster? Are you some kind of goddamn conspiracy theorist, are you, hamster? Yes, I think there's a reason for all of this. But anyway, go ahead.
Still, hold your hands, right? Be quiet. Boys are rambunctious. They like to beat each other up. They like to be mischievous. They like to break things. They like to do that.
I want to jump off a tree and break my arm because I'm a boy. I want to jump off a tree and break my arm because I'm a boy. I'm not a girl. I like them. They're great. I'm not a girl, and we learn differently. I'm not a girl. I'm not a girl. We are different, despite what the communists say. I mean, do you get fucking musical numbers for free? Come on, you guys. Go to my PayPal. It's I'm just kidding. All right, let's go on with this shit show
That
here.
kind of stuff. There's no outlet for them to do that stuff. Their teachers are all women, right? There's basically all masculinity is now considered toxic.
There is no discussion. There's no question. There is nothing that Tomi, the fake conservative, could say about that. Oh, well, it's not true. Are you kidding me? 95% of school teachers are women. Let's just mellow out and enjoy the day. Go ahead, Pearl.
Toxic. Basically all of it. The same women who are getting their double shot of espresso on the way over to the school they're about to teach at. They're 24 years old. Sometimes they're banging their own students, right?
Oh!
Hilariously enough. And then these people go out to Parliament. The same women will go to Parliament.
Look at our friend here in the middle. It's like, oh my God, it's not true. It's just not true. It's only men who do that evil stuff. Really? All right. James, glad to meet you. Hope you can open your mind to the reality of life.
They vote to send men off to war to stab each other in the face with bayonets. And you're concerned about toxic masculinity. It cracks me up. It's like the brutal savagery of men is a necessary precondition for society to exist.
Now, there's a chance I might be crazy. There's a chance I might be crazy because someday they're going to call me a saint. But I'm looking at Tomi Lahren here. She's a young woman, right? 30, maybe. And I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on with this one? Clearly, she has the fake hair. Clearly, she has the Botox. And clearly, she has that fucking resting bitch face. I know. I'm just an evil misogynist.
And we just kind of pretend like it's not.
And a Nazi.
And this show should actually be an indictment on the feminine rather than the masculine. Because basically, masculinity is just punished everywhere, all the time, nonstop. It's no wonder guys like Andrew Tate.
Look at our little buddy there in the middle. Hey, James. Oh, my God. This sounds like a party. Let's go.
Get so famous in these spaces. I mean, what's the alternative? The alternative is everything must be feminine, tone policing, nonsense like this.
Everything must be female oriented or else we're oppressing women. Am I on the right path here? What about this dude over here? I don't know who this guy is.
Ridiculous.
All right, James Barr, you were laughing, but I don't think you had a joy.
Come on, James. Come on, man. Ham it up, bro. You're on national TV.
Hearing?
No, I mean, I don't think you've seen the show. Episode 2 is shot entirely in a...
So again, we got the...
I don't know what the fuck you're even talking about, sir, but, God bless your obvious right to say whatever the fuck you're saying.
The more dominant guy. We got Andrew Wilson, right? And then we got the two simps. It's always this dynamic. There's one guy who...
Andrew Wilson is a Nazi. They might as well call him Adolf at this point. And then we have James and some guy over here.
Balls. And then the rest will attack him for the woman.
Can Tomi Lahren actually move her face? If it came down to it, it's like, hey, Tomi, can you actually move your face around? No. Oh, no. Can you spell Botox? I think you can. And she's 30. Maybe 31. I mean, what are you doing, Tomi? Hair extensions, the whole fucking 9 yards. And there you are. Oh, God almighty. Go ahead.
So obvious.
This school. I didn't
Such a nice little girl from Rapid City, South Dakota. And look what you've become. God.
One of the female teachers drinking a double shot of espresso at all. None of the teachers were flirting with students. There were male teachers as well. I don't think you're describing the show here. I think you're describing your own insecurities.
I don't even know what you're talking about, James, but God bless you. You know, I don't know.
Or agenda.
There's gaslighting.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever.
So this doesn't contend with the argument. Like, do you understand that I'm making an argument, an indictment of society itself, based around my ideas that I'm seeing from this show? That's what I'm actually doing. So if you could contend with the fact that male savagery is necessary for the security of a nation, and that women will indeed vote in the future in parliaments to send men off to war to stab each other in the face at 18 years old with bayonets, perhaps you can contend with that before we start, getting into, well, tone policing is actually good and toxic masculinity is actually bad. Like, I think
oh my God, stop it. Now, I was thinking about this, and I know, hamster, did it hurt? Yeah, kind of. Yes, it did. We were talking about the voting age, right? Well, we're going to talk about it eventually. But it is a fact that one can look up on the internet or whatever. Men who didn't have the right to vote were drafted into Vietnam. And that's why we have the 23rd Amendment, 24th Amendment. Here's the dealio. Here's the deal. Women never were.
It needs to be a little bit more toxic
I know. Isn't that fucking crazy?
masculinity, or what
And this crazy equality, just they never push for that equality. I know. It's
considered to be toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Well, great. Good for you.
Nothing.
I'm glad you think so.
Nothing.
No,
You
I
got
mean, I
nothing?
just
Like, you got nothing. KKB says, look who's monetized now. Congrats. I've always appreciated you guys telling these guys what women are like in reality. As the mom of a grown conservative son, these are all the things I've preached to him as he's grown up. Much love for you, long time, but from your long time but only lady fan. Thank you.
I mean, look at Tomi here. It's like, oh, poor James. Oh my God. You're just not as good a grifter as I
I
am.
didn't think you guys existed.
Oh,
I better.
What was
if
that?
there's any women watching, put a comment
You just don't grift as well as me.
under the stream, because I don't really think there's any.
You don't need to argue with that, because
You just unlocked. You just unlocked. You got nothing.
You're making up.
You
an
do
agenda
seem
that
unusually.
I've not said anything.
All right, there's a bunch of fucking nonsense. Well, you haven't said anything, but I did, and you didn't like it. So, oh my God, it's irrelevant.
I literally said nothing about
James, you were
toxic
literally rendered
masculinity at
silent.
all,
Like,
because I'll tell you what, you can't argue with a completely illogical argument that has, like, I've not made.
Oh, okay then.
That's a logical argument. You may not agree with it.
I've not made any of the
making a perfectly
comments
logical argument
that you are firing at me. None of those comments are things I've said or believe in.
Oh my God. Okay then.
All right, I want to bring Tomi in, because Tomi, you've got a very interesting perspective, I think. You've talked about something different. You call it the pussy.
Yeah. If one is going to go on national television, on Piers Morgan's show, uncensored apparently is what it's called, do you think you're not going to get flack? You just show up and it's like, oh my God, here I am. My name is James, and everything I say is fucking golden, like the word of God, except I don't believe in God. What do you think is going to happen on a fucking television show? Here, bro. You expect, oh my God, it's this, it's hatred and shit. Isn't that you're invited here to discuss your? Oh my God!
Justification of men.
Oh, guys, I'm getting too excited because it's so good. Look at, do you see Andrew? He's ready. Do you see him? He's like, I am.
Oh, Andrew, he's lighting up another cigarette, and he's getting out another big old bottle of scotch. Corey Lee Slater, hello, good to see you, man. Long time, yeah. Glad you're back. Always good to see you, sir. Craig Furness is here. So is Riggs. Arvero in the building. I think I got your email also. Was it an email earlier? Anyway, good to see you. All right, let's continue this shit show.
I am ready to go. And then Tomi,
Which is a great phrase. I'd love you to just explain what you mean.
I mean, she's attractive and shit. But James here doesn't think he should be pushed back upon because everything I say is right and you're wrong. The fuck I say.
By that. But also, you're not a fan of Andrew Tate or the influence he has. So that makes you, I think, an interesting commentator in this area. So just explain, first of all, the pussification of men.
All right, Piers. Well, I think, and I can't.
Okay, Tommy. Did you say you were thinking about something?
So just explain, first of all, the pussification of men.
All right, Piers. Well,
Did it hurt, Tommy? Did it hurt you? Did you get a headache trying to think about something?
I think, and I can't see you all, so
You are the only woman here.
forgive
Yes.
me if I'm incorrect here, but I
Except for James. At some point, he might have identified as anybody.
think I'm the only female on this panel, so I'm really anxious to weigh in.
Well, we can't wait, Tommy. Please go.
Okay. So I think over
Why do you lead with your gender? I mean,
the last
Because she's not a conservative. She is a grifter, Pearl. Kind of like you, but she's a worse grifter.
probably
so.
10 years, there has been what I call the pussification of men. It was
But I gotta say, yeah, Pearly, the microphone is good. SM7B, beautiful.
everything should be about your emotions and your feelings, and men were emasculated, and this whole concept of toxic masculinity.
Mm-hmm. Again, pushed by women. Pushed by women. So you thought, excuse me, Tommy, you thought you wanted these pussified men, these men with no balls, and it's all emotion and shit. And then when you got these heterosexual men, like James here, you didn't like it. There's a shock.
Warped the minds of a lot of young men, and they felt masculine. They wanted to be masculine, but society was telling them they should be softer, that it was being toxic.
Society, was it, Tommy? Was it society or was it women? I know.
Masculine if you wanted to play sports and chop wood and go to war. And so men were so emasculated and so beat down that then there was this revolution of what was actually toxic masculinity.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what happened. Yes. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you for pointing out how fucked up we are.
Brothers and others, which I feel
Big
as
brothers,
a female
right.
that doesn't represent true masculinity. That
Doesn't represent all men, not even fucking close. Are we going to talk about that, Tommy? 99.999% of men are not like Andrew Tate.
that to me represents douchebaggery. And
Yes, I think everyone here in the panel agrees Andrew Tate is a douchebag. So what's your fucking point?
as a woman, I want a strong man who is a protector and a provider that will go to war if need.
So I want all these things for free because I'm a woman.
Doesn't represent true masculinity. That to me represents douchebaggery.
Whoa.
And as a woman,
God damn, I can't. You know, guys, I'm doing this for love because you guys, I love you when you come here. God damn. This woman's voice, I'm sorry. I want
a strong man who is a protector and a provider that will go to war if need be, that will protect me, protect my family.
Yes, Tommy. You want men to do things for you, don't you? And Andrew Wilson here, the Nazi, is going to point out, excuse me, if you want all these things for men to do for you, what are you going to do for men?
Make money.
Oh my God.
I see that as being actually masculine. That's like the man that
so remember, masculinity is only celebrated when it's in the service of women.
Thank you, Pearly. Let's say that again.
Masculinity is only celebrated when it's in the service of women.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Thank you very much.
So all of the things she listed, they don't benefit you, the male, they benefit her. Okay?
Well, men should do this and then because I want it to benefit me. Fuck you, men. You should do things for me because I'm a princess or whatever. Unbelievable.
I grew up with my dad. But what we're seeing now is these
who let you go to UNLV. I said it last night. Well, that sounds like a man who makes really good decisions. Doesn't it? Send your daughter to the University of Nevada at Las fucking Vegas. Yeah. That's perfect. Your dad is a stand-up dude, bro.
Young men who look at Andrew Tate and the Tate
Mhm.
brothers, and they see somebody who's just quite frankly a douchebag and disrespects
We understand that he's a douchebag, and your point.
women, and because they've been so
Do you think so little of men that we don't understand Andrew Tate is a fucking douchebag? Tommy? I would say yes.
emasculated, they're like, oh, great, that's a manly man. But that's not right either. So at some point, I think we'll go back to maybe meeting in the middle here. You can be a man who has feelings and emotions, but you can also.
What if we don't do anything for you anymore? What if we say, you're on your own, equality. Why should I have to improve for you, Tommy? Maybe I want to improve for myself. I want to get my own fucking bag, and I'm not going to buy your bag. Oh, no, that's evil. Let's continue.
Also go to war and protect and defend your family.
Sure. Yeah, let's send those men to war because why not? It's no hair off your
I'm
ass.
hoping we can get back there.
Right?
But
So whenever women say about balance and being in the middle, it's just them arguing to argue, and it's very easy to say that because they make no point. Like, what is the middle? What?
There is no middle. The middle is you're not doing enough for me via the government or the boys I want to go out and fuck. And if that doesn't happen, oh my God, Pearly, men are misogynists.
Are you the one that deciphers what the balance is?
I mean, see, he's not doing everything I say and reading my mind at the same time. Goddamn, men are evil.
Extremes right now, they're confusing men, and quite frankly, they're leaving women with few choices. And
Is that right?
that's the real tragedy here. Quite frankly, they're leaving women with few choices, and that's the real tragedy here.
So they're leaving women with few choices, and that's a tragedy when you don't get your way, Tommy. I mean, could it be any more clear, gentlemen? Well, if these men are dead, I don't have the same choice as I had, and oh my God, it affects me, even though she's married. What does she care about that?
You see,
Yeah. So again, now she's complaining there aren't enough men for us.
Yeah, not enough. No, not exactly, Pearl. There's not enough 6'6", 666, dark triad men for them. Of course, she married one, and the dude previously was I guess a senator or something from California. But I'm sure they never had any hunka, right? Oh yeah, virtuous woman. Here we go.
Really, someone who looks like that. No masculine, none.
yeah, I completely agree with you. But Andrew, you were shaking your head
Come on, Piers. Grow a set of fucking balls and a cock. What are you saying?
quite vigorously. Why?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just more feminine or feminist nonsense ultimately.
Oh,
And the covert feminism in society is big, especially on the conservative.
it's not covert, though. It's pretty overt at this point. Mr. Wilson, Nazi, I have to disagree with you a little bit. It's clear if you just look at it and look for
flip
it.
side. So here's what happens, right? Women need to have feminine virtues for men to be pursuing masculine virtues for you.
Excuse me, that's oppression, don't you know, under the feminist doctrine. Easter Sunday is here. Hello. Look at Andrew. He's loaded. Oh, you damn right it is. Corey Lee Slater says, JVM, Pop and Blake, and Better Bachelor are mine. You can have me, baby. You can have me all day long. Wow, there's plenty of videos. Ja is here. Oh my God. Such a wonderful crowd. Arkavi 2. Hello. Good to see you guys. Anyway, let's go on with this shit show.
To say things like, well, men, what I want is for men to protect me and I want men to make money. Well, that's great. What that ends up.
Yes, I want men to do things for me. And if I can get the government to make that a fucking law that men have to protect me, and provide me with shit, I'm perfectly fine with that as a conservative woman.
Doing is it gives you
Whoa,
a set of
all right.
privilege in society. What do men get? What do men get for doing that for you?
Do you look
Yes, exactly. I mean, shouldn't it be a reciprocal thing? Tommy, you know, you do this for me, I do that. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Fuck, no. Oh my God, absolutely
at her
not.
face? Look at her face.
Yes, indeed, Pearly. You are correct.
She's never been told the truth ever in her life.
She's never been told no ever in her entire fucking life. Never. And here we go with modern woman. Look at this chick. I mean, I'm not ripping on her look, but you know she's getting all fucking fired up, right? Oh my God. I'm gonna rip this fucking Nazi
This
apart.
is the problem. Look at you get women like this and they get clout too young and they have no one to humble them. They just think they're right about everything.
Because daddy told her all her life, oh my God, you're my little princess and everything you say is right. And you go, girl. Oh my God, I'm so ashamed of myself. Everything you say is right, Tommy. Everything you've done is correct. And daddy told you so. And now you get out here in the real world with these men, James here, and this man, Andrew Wilson. Peers, they might disagree with your point of view. Oh my God, it's misogyny. Stop it. How dare you? Oh my God, it's terrible. Oh no, what am I going to do?
They really do. I mean,
What are we getting from women for doing that? Are we getting?
look at he says, what are we getting from women in return? Why is that an offensive question?
It's reciprocal, isn't it? Isn't that what we're supposed to? Equality. Equality. No, of course not. Because you need to do more for me. And you're a piece of fucking scum. And you're like a purse. If I don't like the purse and you give me trouble, I'll get another one. Do you understand that, Tommy? No.
Chased virgins on our wedding night? No,
No,
we're not
no.
getting chased virgins on our wedding night. Are we getting women of great virtue?
I mean, look at her. So, virgins? What do you mean? I haven't been a virgin for 17 years. What are you talking about?
No, we're not getting women of great virtue.
Look at the oppression of the Nazi here. It's terrible. Oh my God. What do you mean a virgin? I lost my virginity I was 14 at Sturgis at that one party one night. So I guess you didn't. Hamster, calm down now.
The idea of courtly love is supposed to be done
Like,
for women of great virtue. Where are they? Well, they're nowhere. And so in modernity and society, when female conservative influencers say this, it's actually a form of covert feminism. They're saying, I want privilege in society, right? But what is it women are giving to men to get it?
I want men to do everything for me. And if they even have one demand, like maybe you shouldn't fuck 100 guys, you know, when you're in college. Oh my God. It's toxic masculinity.
What are they
Am I on the right road here? I think I am.
giving them? Tell me.
Well, they
Can I please, Pierce, can I please chime in here?
Yeah,
All right, James. Hey, let the chick talk, because you know they're oppressed.
you can. And then James can, and I'll come to you, Sean.
No, I would love to. I love this whole thing of like, if you're a female conservative and you don't believe that men should be douchebags, that all of a sudden you're a covert feminist. Call me.
No one has said that in the entire conversation, Tommy. So what kind of fantasy are you making up in your head? I would like to know.
Yes, you can. And then James can, and I'll come to you, Sean.
No, I would love to. I love this whole thing of like, if you're a female conservative and you don't believe that men should be douchebags.
Well, who has said that?
And I'll come to you, Sean.
No, I would love to. I love this whole thing of like, if you're a female conservative and you don't believe that men should be douchebags.
Okay, Tommy, tell us why you fucked 100 douchebags in college. Seemed like you liked them then. Now suddenly you don't. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
that all of a sudden you're a covert feminist. Call me a feminist. I really don't give one crap one way or another, but I can tell
You were probably a slur. Oh, no, stop it. One more then. It's terrible. Oh, I muted it. I'm sorry.
Her eyebrows were moved.
Okay, Tommy, you got to tell me why in college, maybe it wasn't 100 dudes, but maybe 20 douchebags like Andrew Tate. Why did you fuck them if it's such a toxic thing? Oh, wait a minute. When I'm 33 and I want to have children and shit, oh, that just didn't happen. That's interesting.
Moving through her Botox. Do you know how? Because you see, I got nothing in the face. So you.
Yeah, I mean, Pearl's right. You know, look at the Botox on this fucking bitch face.
You can see that,
God
like,
damn.
if her eyebrows are moved.
But oh my God! But I'm a virtuous. Really? How about those 100 guys you fucked in college? Are you still a virtuous woman, Tommy? Now I don't know if that's true. Maybe it's not. Maybe she was a virgin when she got married. I think that's probably not the case. And that's what really bothers her about what Wilson is saying here. Well, you can't control me. I'm a boss babe and a bitch. Women don't like rules in general. Wow, that's why we got rid of the Bible. Because those women are being repressed and shit. Maybe there was some wisdom over thousands of years. You got the Jewish guys writing it before that, like the Indian guys, the Sanskrit guys, the Babylonians. Maybe there's a reason why we wrote this shit down and said, you know, this is the way to go. We've already done the experiment, and here we go. Fuck the experiment. I'm going to do what I want, and if you men don't like it, then that's your fucking problem.
Moving through all that Botox. Woo!
do this. A lot of these men, these podcast hosts on the right that like to think of themselves.
The podcast host on the right. Who are these people? Tommy?
Do this. A lot of these men, these podcast hosts on the right.
Whom are these people? Tommy? Who are these people? Go ahead.
That like to think of themselves as these big masculine men, and what am I getting out of it? I can.
Who are these people? Can you name some names? No.
All that Botox. Woo!
Do this. A lot of these men, these podcast hosts.
I mean, imagine you have to go in there like every week or two and get some injection in your fucking face. And they think they're fooling people.
On the right that like to think of themselves.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
These big masculine men, and what am I getting out of it? I can tell you.
That should. Okay, imagine if you, as an employer, you said I wanted to hire someone.
I mean, she's probably a lawyer, right? Didn't she go to? Oh no, she went to UNLV to have fucking fun, right? She's a media professional. Oh my God. Wow.
What do I get out of hiring you?
You learned how to talk. Well, that's good.
And the person says, well, you think you're so cool with your podcast, and
with your podcast and your evil misogyny, and you're a Nazi and shit.
And the guys are like, what do I get out of dedicating my life to you? She freaks out.
I mean, do we get children or something? Or I don't know.
All right, I believe I'm a woman of virtue, right? Yeah, there's the.
I believe I'm a woman of virtue. What about UNLV, Tommy? What happened there?
She freaks out.
There's that.
I guess we didn't care about that then.
All right, I believe I'm a woman of virtue,
right?
UNLV, and Daddy said, "Sure, honey, anything you want." Oh my God.
Yeah, there's the feminism. Oh, and then
she was in church every day, praying the rosary, and on weekends she went to the homeless shelter to help poor women, and on Sundays she went to mass 4 times a day. And then she went home and put on a hair shirt. That didn't happen.
And then you're interrupting me too.
Didn't take long, did it? Didn't take long, did it?
Okay.
Oh.
And then she can't handle being interrupted. You're in a
You're in a debate. National TV. Piers Morgan. Everybody knows the show. I mean, I'm
Did
impressed.
it didn't
Talk,
take
it's my
long, did
turn.
it?
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
she can't handle being interrupted. You're
Of course not, because she. Oh, God Almighty, bro.
in a debate show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to speak
So,
over a man?
yeah, I don't
Are
care
you
if
a
you call me.
strong,
I don't
independent
really care
woman?
if you call me a
strong,
feminist.
independent woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but Tommy, you really love abortion, so that sounds kind of feminist. Doesn't sound conservative at all.
You're actually interrupting me. I didn't interrupt you when you were
I guess when you were younger, you wanted to get out of your stupid decisions. Am I on the right path here?
doing your bullshit. So now it's my turn.
Oh my God, here she is. Scream at us, baby.
Okay.
You mean
So,
the truth?
like I said before,
Look,
Oh,
So I
my God.
believe there we go again. Piers, I'm a woman of virtue. I happen to be independently successful. I have a husband who's not only a former professional athlete,
so
but
now she's trying to defend.
Well, I mean, that's nice. That's good. Yeah, nobody is denying that you're successful and you managed to snag a fucking idiot, former MLB player, ball player. They're saying nothing here is unfamiliar with the current modern woman. Yeah.
Her reputation, because again, these women think what they think is they get virtue points because they are conservative.
They get nothing because we all know what they were doing in their 20s and their teens when they went to college. Every single fucking one of them. Tommy Lauren is, oh, I'm a conservative. No, you're not. I know conservative women. You are not them, Tommy. You are not them. Now, some of my friends who were conservative, maybe they went out and made a couple of mistakes and I get it. We all have. Tommy went out there and fucked the entire UNLV football team. Probably. I'm not accusing, I'm just saying she's hot. She's horny. Do you think she was knitting on a Saturday and Sunday night and going to church and playing the rose? No! Come on.
And so oftentimes, like, we have a tendency to have shittier personalities because, we don't really,
Excuse me, I'm virtuous now because I left my past behind and there's nothing on my, what, you can't hold that against me. Dernan Ironknuckle says, yeah, she had a lot of plastic. Goddamn. You are I'm sorry, you are not incorrect, sir. Goddamn. Does she even have her own face at this point? How does it? MGTOW Biologic, hello, good to see you. A new guy, a legit base moral woman who married the man. I don't know about that, but good to see you. Age of Machines is here. Hello. All right, let's finish this off, and I got to go eat some lunch. I got.
we attribute saying conservative things to being a better person, but men don't care. They do not care.
but is currently a professional baseball.
Like I said last night, Tommy, what do you mean by conservative? You want to pay fewer taxes? You want to homeschool your kids without the government interfering? All that's great. What about the fucking, though? Were you conservative with the fucking? Would be the question. That's what Andrew's asking. That's all.
Coach. So is he not a masculine man? I mean, I'm confused here. What's your concept?
So again, conservative women cannot help but using their family to virtue signal. So she's trying to say, no, I'm a good woman.
I'm a good woman. Were you a good woman, though, Tommy? Well, I just had my whole years in the college. Okay. 200 dudes. Yeah, a couple of guys, maybe. You made a couple of mistakes. A lot of guys be like, yeah, I get it. I don't think we're talking about that here, boys. You go on.
husband used to be in the MLB, and he's a coach, okay? I'm a
Yeah,
good
he's a baseball player. Yeah, and he was a major league baseball player, and now he's teaching the kids. Great.
woman. So they use their relationships for clout.
Don't you
of a
understand that
masculine man.
misses the
Mine is a
point?
man who
that
respects
misses-
me.
Yeah, that misses the point.
Excuse me, Andrew, you Nazi. What are you doing?
Don't you
Of a
understand that
masculine man.
misses the
Mine is a
point
man who
that
respects
misses-
me.
Yeah, that misses the point, though. Like, you're still not contending with the argument that I'm
what's your
making.
point?
I'm saying,
Andrew, can you explain your point, please?
yeah, that misses the point, though. Like, you're still not contending with the argument that I'm
what's your
making. I'm
point?
saying inside of society, right this second, right? Masculinity.
Oh, I'm so happy they picked her.
Yeah.
I am so happy. Pierce, I'm not even mad.
is not only punished, but also women on the right, covert feminists on the right, are constantly and consistently talking about how they need to have privilege in society. I want men. Their version of masculinity is men who take care of us, men who protect us, men who do all of this. Those are all duties that men have towards women. Great. What are the duties that women have towards men? What are the duties that
Oh, no. God damn, Andrew.
women have towards anything?
Oh, my God. What is the matter with you, you evil
What do
misogynist?
men get out of this
Your name is Adolf, right?
arrangement? What are we getting out of this arrangement? Can you tell me?
I mean, you.
Well, are that men
Let's
most
let Tomi
men are
respond.
born that way.
Let Tomi respond to that,
Yeah, and she still can't answer the question. What do men get out of it?
and then
And she never will answer the question because she knows men get nothing out of it except maybe a little bit of, yeah, that's about
I'll
it.
come to you, Jez. Then
Yeah,
Sean,
most
you've
men
been
are-
waiting patiently. So
Most men are born to be protectors and providers.
Really? Is that the expectation of society, Tommy? Because I think the expectations of society for women, no, it's no way. That's the patriarchy, isn't it?
I can't imagine my dad saying, you know what, to my mom.
See again, do you see
You can't imagine your dad ever telling you no, princess. Am I on the right track here?
what you dads do? Do you see what you do?
Yep. When you say no, ever. No. No, no, no. Oh my God, you hate me. Okay, sweetheart. Go to the University of Nevada at Las Vegas. I'm sure it'll all work out. And during the week, you're going to go to Mass, the 8 o'clock Mass, every day. And then on the weekends, you're going to spend your time praying the rosary. Saturday and Sunday. Nope.
You guys create brats. You really do. It's the simp dad effect.
You know what? I'm not going to be a
Do you think she heard the word no from her
Never.
father ever?
Never.
protect. I'm not going to be a
Do you think she heard the word no from her father ever?
Her father sent her to the University of Las Vegas, or the University of Nevada at Las Vegas. Do you think a man who has any sense would send their daughter to the fucking pits of hell in Las Vegas? Fuck no.
protector and a provider unless you do this. That's not how
Look at her moving like that. I mean,
From her father ever?
protector and a provider unless you do
look at her shaking her shit there. It's like, dude, what?
this. That's not how
Hi, she's my little princess. It's like, for what?
She is my little princess. Oh my God. Oh, you want to go to Las Vegas for college? Absolutely, girlfriend. Because you're my best ever.
Really? For what?
You're my princess.
What?
how real men operate. Real men are
Oh,
protectors
real men.
and providers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And real women are what? Tommy? Real women are what? You don't even understand the question.
so this is where I have a PowerPoint on this. So again, what happens is
Oh, we get a PowerPoint. God damn, Pearl.
we
Thank
go
you.
back to, wait, here we go. Conservative women, they see the men. They say feminism, yay, I want to be like the men. I'm going to join a man's world.
We're going to skip that.
Providers, and they marry women who
Oh,
hopefully
great.
have
A
some
woman telling
virtue,
us what
but
real
also
men
bring a
are
lot to
again.
the
Great.
table as well.
Bring a lot to the table, like a bunch of 100 cock drama. Tommy. But that's okay because I was just finding myself. No, there's no finding yourself anymore if you want to be realistic about it. Go ahead.
That are great mothers, great wives.
Mm-hmm. Are they single mothers?
Caretakers of the home. There's nothing wrong with being a traditional wife and mother.
Except feminism doesn't believe that. Tomi, is that your conservative bona fides? Oh, I just think that the feminism are wrong. What about the rest of it? Just asking.
You're misunderstanding me if you think that I think that women should just be out doing whatever they want.
Why don't you explain it then? How about
I
that?
think that there are gender roles that should respect it, but I don't think a man needs to get something.
He said, "I love getting lectured by a woman on what real men are." The guy in the middle laughed.
Yeah.
Out of it to be
Even James laughed. Yeah. James in the
a
middle.
manly man, a protector, and a provider. If you think you need to get something out of it, I quite.
So why should I do that? To a random chick. I mean, if it's a woman I want to marry, we're going to have kids. Oh, yeah, of course. But it seems to me, Tomi, you expect that without that. How is that?
Frankly, don't consider you a real.
That's 3 fats in a row. Oh my God. Oh my
Yeah, she have
God.
nothing. She have nothing.
But we'll discuss in a moment whether Andrew Wilson is a real man.
Piers,
Let's
I
go to
offer nothing.
Who cares what the hell Andrew Wilson is or whatever? Tomi Lahren claims, or is that her name? Tomi Lahren? She claims she's a conservative. She is nothing of the sort. Zero. But this and that. And I want men to do this for me. And if men expect me to do something, that's fucking misogyny. Fuck you, Tomi. I think we're getting to the end of this fucking video.
I offer nothing.
You offer
didn't
me
offer
a
a single
lot of
argument.
things, Tomi.
No.
Yeah, he said you didn't offer a single argument. Okay, super chat from. So you are trying to take off the mask.
I always love having you on the show. You know that. Let's go to a real man, James Barr.
Thank you. I do see myself as a man, and I know that you.
Okay, well, great. Good for you. Anyway, the link is in the description. I got to go fucking eat some lunch. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I know, Corey. Yeah, that's just not you. Age of Machines and MGTOW Phoenix is here. All right, this was fun. I hope you enjoyed the video. Link in the description. I'm going to go eat lunch. You evil Nazis, you. I'll see you later. Take care. God bless. Bye.